Howdy folks, welcome back to Street Rust. I am Keith and I will be your hostess with the mostest for the rest of the timest that you watch this. So anyway, hey, it's a beautiful day. Oh, take a look out here. I think it's the day after Thanksgiving. Beautiful day. All the gunshots in the background. This is Northwest Arkansas. I do live in the country, and it is modern rifle season. Sounds like somebody's trying to zero something in, but something ain't right because they've been shooting way too much music. You only need like 3 rounds zero in a rifle. So anyway, what are we doing today? I'm supposed to shut up and make these short. 68 Chrysler. So let me get you in here. What the problem that I have found, and you're going to see me tearing this down in another video. Over here along the passenger side, I think the entire issue from when it started going bad on the way back from Hot Rod Power Tour. There goes the dog. So we got dogs, we got rifles being shot. This is Northwest Arkansas, so please bear with me. Anyway, got a vacuum leak. More about that later. So the plan is to get this in a 4-barrel put on here. I've talked about this a couple times. This is a YN 7501. It should be period correct. It's off a 69. This came off a 69 Roadrunner. Had a 3-3 Magnum, so it should bolt up perfectly. But I did a little experiment, and you can see here. Did some experiment with some carb cleaner, not brake cleaner, carb cleaner. I did a wire wheel, then I did a wire wheel, then I tried a Scotch-Brite, then wire wheeled it. I just don't like the way it looks. I just think that the casting is so old that we're gonna have to paint it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I've got some black. This is actually a satin. I think I got this at, it says GM satin black, but that's okay for Mopar. Anyway, I'm gonna hit it with that. I thought about taking it and having it bead blasted. I got to looking around, for the price of bead blast. You can go to Harbor Freight. I think I paid out the door tax and everything, like $42, $43 for this portable abrasive blaster kit. And you can, there's a couple really good videos out there on that. Now, this is relatively inexpensive, but if you buy the media at Harbor Freight, like the aluminum oxide or silicone bait, all that kind of stuff, it's expensive. It's like 25-pound bag for 40, 50 bucks, something like that. It's real expensive. So what I've been watching, I went to my local Tractor Supply and picked up this Black Diamond coal slag. This one is the fine. Hopefully that's all they had. A couple of the videos online were using the medium, but we're going to give that a whirl. And because we're experimenting, I'm not going to experiment on this period correct intake that's in really good condition. I am going to experiment on this single plane that we took off the 84 truck, the 454. So what I've got to do, I'm going to drag it out here. I'm going to spray it down with this engine degreaser, let it sit. I'm going to get out the pressure washer, which is hidden over here, and we're going to spray it down. So I'll get this set up and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are going to take, this is just gunk engine degreaser. You can get it at Walmart, AutoZone, O'Reilly's. This is the original. We're going to spray this thing down, let it soak 10 to 15 minutes, and hit with the pressure washer. Nothing magic here. You do need to shake it up. I shook it up earlier. I'm going to get it real good. I don't care about getting it inside any ports or anything like that, or I just want it cleaned up. Let's see if we can get the bottom of this too a little bit. All right. There you have it. We'll let that sit 10 or 15 minutes. We'll hit it with the pressure washer. Alrighty folks, it's been a little over 15 minutes. We're gonna get the pressure washer and just get on it. I know I'm blocking kind of the light here, trying not to do that. I gotta do it. Think that. So this is a Holly. I can't see what that says, but it says Dominator. We'll get a little closer look at it. Anyway, I'll get the air over here and we'll blow this thing out. All right, folks, I got a old, this is timing cover off a 302 I did on the Galaxy. It's broken here, but just want to show you, I got this rig set up. Let me show you it over here. I put about 25 pounds in there. I got this hooked up to air pressure. The max PSI is 120 on this tool, so I set it at like 100 pounds. I want to blow out the seals on the first day, but just kind of want to show you this is really easy here. And yes, the AC compressor is going to kick on. It's going to be noisy, but some of the tougher stuff here there's a lot of buildup oil. It would take a little more there. Okay, battery cut out, so had to swap that real quick. So I think I've demonstrated pretty clearly. It's even taken that paint off there, off this aluminum timing cover. Now this is a piece of steel. I want to go ahead and see what it does to that. Then we'll get the aluminum intake up here. So let's give this a whirl real quick. See what that does. Tell you what, folks, if you're hitting steel as well, take a look at that. Kind of hard. There you go, in the sun there. You can see this is the area I hit. Boy, I tell you what, if you're cleaning up small parts, a lot easier than grinding wheel, brake cleaner, wire brushes. So, without further ado, let's see what we got here. We'll start on top. Not too bad looking there. It's gritty everywhere. You're gonna get messy, you're gonna get dirty. That's all there is to it. So I would sand this anyway, but that is just awesome. Let's try this little area right here, see what we get. Not getting any immediate, there we go. come on. That's awesome. Let's flip it over so it does on the bottom. Take a look at that. Woo! Looks pretty good, huh? Let's see what it does on this area right here. I think we got a winner here. Looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna keep it rolling here, and y'all just keep watching, and I'm gonna get this thing done. You know what? Let's see what it do on this. This is that rubber stuff, the silicone. Let's see what it does. Probably gonna take too much energy, so let me go get a blade and we'll clean this off. I don't want to waste a bunch of this media just to take out this rubber when I can peel it off fairly easy. So I'll do that and we'll be right back. All right, folks, you saw it work. I'm not going to bore you. I'll probably fast forward through all this anyway, but hey, doing a great job. When I get done with this, we'll come back before we start painting it. Alrighty, folks, quick update. This is it's a Holley strip dominator. I know it because it says it right there. That says strip. That's what I couldn't read earlier. And it is definitely a Holley. This is a big block GM. Man, what a bear. Finally got this out right here. This doggone thing, let me show you this. This thing was like that. I think if I put all the parts together, y'all would recognize what that is right there. That doggone thing wouldn't, we couldn't get it out when we tried a couple months ago with me, Wes, and Nathan, but man, I did everything. I heated it up the best I could with the butane torch there. A bunch of PB blaster. Oh, that's my phone, just ignore it. A bunch of PB blaster. Good night. Okay, we'll take care of that in a minute. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, PB blaster, heat, all my usual stuff. Then I just drilled a hole through it like that because I stripped off, even with a pipe wrench, I couldn't get that off, and put a metal rod through there, and it just ripped it apart. Then it finally broke off. So what I had stuck in the hole here was this. Now normally if you did something like that, you'd use an extractor, right? Well, the extractor was too small. So what I did, where is it at here? I took by hand, sawed these in a couple different sections. Then I took my trusty punches here and I just kind of beat it out. And then what I did, I took this temp sensor goes here just to clean it up, make sure I didn't have anything boogered up too bad. I ran this in right here. So now we're good. We're clean. So what are we gonna do now? I hit some of these surfaces here with like 240. I cleaned up the surfaces here with like 240, stuff like that. I think what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and hit it with some carb cleaner, clean it off one more time, get everything taped off, then we'll come back and prime it. Now, I know this isn't beautiful, but if you saw, I know you saw it before because you're watching the video. So I didn't get there's still some paint down here and in here, and this thing isn't perfect, but prime it, paint it, throw it on the shelf for a backup intake for a big block Chevy. I did, you'll see this in another video, I took a little more time and did a much better job on the intake that's going on this car. And I'm gonna paint it as well, I believe. So let me get this thing cleaned up, just one last clean. I'll tape it up and we'll shoot it with some primer. All right, folks. Hey, one thing, if these look like balloons, they are. Picked up that little trick during COVID when I was working on the intake for the 302 and the Galaxy. I don't have enough things to screw in there to block that off. I need to get some, but hey, water balloons work. So anyway, what are we using? Got the can of this VHT engine enamel. It's primer. It's high temp. Now this one is up to 550. They have another one that's a lot higher than that, but don't need that for an intake. If your intake's above 550, you're in trouble. So, all right, I'll try to stay out of your way, but no guarantees, okay? We're just gonna lightly hit this the first time. I'm spray painting my table. So, I meant to put down a piece of cardboard, but you know what? Too late. Like my little sprayer here too. Had that for a couple years. Get one coat on there. Just kind of light. Gotta get down in the valley there. All right, I'm gonna let that one get tacky here. Make sure I get everything. Make sure I got everything down here. I'm gonna let this tack up. You guys have seen primer before. It's that simple. It took more time to tape it off than it did to prime it. But let's see how long this this takes to cure. Let's see. Well, 10 minutes between each coat and 30 minutes before wet sanding or applying, so about 30 minutes. So there we go. So, all right, folks, there you have it. There's the primer. We'll come back when this is all dry and check it out. I'm going to give it another coat here, let that get tacky for a couple of minutes, and then we'll come back and hit it with some high temp black VHT paint. All right, folks, welcome back. This primer's been drying since yesterday evening, so let's take a quick look at it. Everything looks pretty good. I am not sanding this. You know, this is kind of a, remember, the whole goal here was to try out this media blaster. And instead of, I did do this one. We'll talk about that in another video. But I wanted to test on this one first to make sure I wasn't going to damage it or anything like that. This one will just go on the shelf and be hanging around for a project. Anyway, I'm not going to sand this primer or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and hit it with the paint. What we're supposed to do, well, here, let's talk about the paint. I usually warm up the paint, just hot tap water. After I shake it up, let it sit in here for a little bit. Just kind of gets it flowing better. I've had this little handle here. I've had that for like 3 or 4 years. Use it for everything. Love it. Just absolutely love it. It works great. Anyway, this is the VHT Flame Proof. It's what I had on the shelf. It's header paint, but you know what? We're using it for an intake. It is flat black. I've got some satin black, but I'm saving it for that intake that's going in there. Let's see. What we're supposed to do is give it 2 light coats, 10 minutes in between, and then another 10 minutes, and we give it a medium coat, and then of course it needs to cure for like 7 days. I'm fixing to hit the road tomorrow for work, so that won't be a problem. So I'm going to get you up here on the stand, and we are going to get to work. Make sure you can see it okay. All right, so we're going to give it a light coat. Gotta grab my towel. And let's get this paint all shook up. Okay. Give it one final shake. Let's see what's going on here. So we're going to give it a light coat. It's going to do like that. Get down in there a little bit. It's a little tougher on these end pieces here. How you like those balloons? I love that idea, and I've used it a few times now. Got a little cockeyed there. Oops, try and get down inside there. Give it one good light coat. Okay, a little more there. Okay, I'm gonna call that a light coat. I'll let you pop over there and see that real quick. I'm not gonna overkill it. That's gonna look pretty awesome black, man. I don't know. Okay, so there you have it. So we're gonna let that set for 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and hit it again. All right, it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna come back and give this another light coat. I wanna try to get down in there first. Trying to get down in the valleys here, just so I get a good coat on that. I think that looks good. Okay, now we're doing the second light coat. Trying to get a little more coverage here. Those little nubs right there. Okay. We're going to call that the second light coat, and then we'll come back in 10 minutes and give it a third one. All right, coat number 3, a medium coat. Boy, that is flat black. There is no doubt about it. It's not satin, it's flat. I may clear coat this, I don't know. Anyway, medium coat. Gotta get down inside. This is where I want good coverage. And got that part. Get down in here. Good medium coat. Alright, now we go to the front. It's my last opportunity. I want to make sure I get everything good this time. Nice even coat. All right, that's probably a medium heavy coat, but we are going to call that done. And I'll come back, I'll let this dry for a while, we'll come back and take a look at it. All right, there you go. That thing is definitely flat black, no doubt about it. I'm just curious how durable it is. It's for headers, so it's got to be pretty durable. I think the only thing I'd probably do to this is, I'm gonna let this cure for 7 days, kind of see how durable this paint is. If it's not real durable, I may test it in an area with like some brake cleaner or gas. I may clear coat it, but down here, the name, I think for sure, I'm gonna take a little piece of sandpaper and sand that off. So that comes through the strip dominator, and so the Holly symbol, you can't see it from here, but it's too dark down there. But I think that's a winner right there. So we've taken that, look back at the beginning of the video, that old nasty intake that we pulled off that big block, and now we got one to throw on the shelf for future use. So got a question for y'all. Well, tell me what you think about the flat black. I'd like to hear your comments. So here's my other question. I moved this over here because the more I look at it, the more I just want to clear coat this and kind of leave it as it is. This is a Edelbrock 750. This is a 1407. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a 1407. So that's a 750. Actually, I've got a broken cap here for the choke. Got one of those on the way as well. So anyway, do I take that look like that and just slap it on here? Or notice the blue color here, this Chrysler blue. Or do I paint this Chrysler blue, which will kind of make that carburetor pop? So I got three choices. I got some not flat black. We're not going to use the flat black. I have satin black, or I can leave it the same color, just clear coat it, or I can put it Chrysler blue. Would love to hear your comments, and thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate your time on this. Let me know what you think about the abrasive blaster kit from Harbor Freight. We're all in. We're at about $54, which is probably what it would have cost to send this out and get it sandblasted. And we have a little bit of medium left. With that 50-pound bag, I was able to do 2 intakes, so that's good. But I've also got the tool for future use on anything, not just intakes. So I think it's a win there. So I hope you learned something here. Would appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you would like, if you would share. As I always say, it's an abundant blessing to me, and it's free for you. So thank y'all, and be blessed.